Tay Marker, DC League of Super Pets review, guys. Let's get right to it. Let's talk movies. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Kelly Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys, have been in the movie world right into your ears and devices. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it. Angela, what movie are we reviewing? Or to be exact, what DC movie are we reviewing today?
Oh, such a cute furry film, DC League of Super Pets.
Yeah, DC League of Super Pets to be exact. And let's get right to it, Angela. Knowing where all these super pets are from, you know, the creative side of it and everything. So we're not going to mention any spoilers or anything like that to go on here. But we're going to mention the cast and the whole Crypto story, man. Because we know the famous story of Crypto, the super dog. We've seen it. It's Smallville. We've seen him in comics. We've seen him in animation stories, films, animation shows as well. Crypto the super dog and Superman are inseparable best friends, sharing the same superpowers and fighting crime side by side in Metropolis. However, Crypto must master his own powers for a rescue mission when Superman is kidnapped. What did you think of this movie, Angela? Right off the bat, what was your first initial reactions after watching this movie? Because I know we kind of recognize some of the voices here in this movie, guys, and you will, in a way, will know like, oh, it's that person. Oh, wait, no, is it that person? You will get that. Oh, for me, it was only two people, but what did you think of this movie?
Oh, it's so cute. It's cute. I mean, it's pets. How can you not like it? I, first off, agree with you. You will definitely recognize some voices.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the cast. I know the main headliners are Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, but there's so much more than that. There's so many other predominant people in here, and I just loved everybody, and not just the characters, but just like what they brought to the characters. It was so funny and so cute, and I really enjoyed it.
You know, I'll say it here, guys. I mean, when it comes to big names like The Rock and Kevin Hart and all that, that's fantastic. That gets people their butts in the seats. That's essentially supposed to help the box office. But when it came down to where the cinema and the film really progressed in this movie, second act, third act of the movie, it really, like, they're not really the standout roles in this. They really are not, for me.
And I like that because as big of a name, like you recognize their names instantly, right? They've done in a lot of different things, even together in movies together. So, but I really like that they weren't the only ones who carried this film. The cast itself as a whole was like brought their own. I really like that.
You know, to be honest, it could have been played by any other people. I mean, it really could, because it really didn't stand out the way, even the charisma, the way the voice acting was. It didn't stand out to me like how you know, how we see like Jim Carrey voice acts, and then Robin Williams, who voice acts, rest in peace, who has done it in the past as Genie and all that. So like you really don't get a sense of like, hey, it's me and I'm gonna do this on here. You know, it doesn't really feel that way for me. We do get Kevin Hart, but actually I was very pleasantly surprised that we didn't get the obnoxious, loud Kevin Hart. Which I was happy with, because I was all like, okay, he's not screaming for once in a while.
I mean, I like him.
But again, though, it's just not my cup of tea, guys.
I like his humor.
It's not my cup of tea. I don't like his humor as much as my wife does. Top.
It's funny.
You
either like it or you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're on the two ends of that.
And so this is one of those movies, and again, you know, because it comes to the critics and how you know, critics are really liking this movie, and to a certain degree, and some of them are not. Like IGN's review said that The Rock pretty much was reading off script, and it was terrible wrestling script. Kevin Hart was like reading off a terrible comedy line, and to each his own. You know, I kind of feel that's totally wrong. That's totally mishap. IGN really did not do well as far as whoever they got hired to do this movie to critique this movie, because it does not feel as terrible as they say it is. I'll say that it's not terrible.
It's terrible.
It definitely makes me feel that superheroes are made for kids, for children. This is definitely, yes, it's a children. I would say it's mainly portrayed towards children. But at the same time, like, you have a heck of a time. I mean, I enjoyed this movie. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best animated movie in history of cinema. No. Hell to the no. But did I laugh the hell out of my butt off whenever Batman was talking? whenever Keanu Reeves was Batman? Hell yes, I did. I enjoyed Batman so much in this animation, and besides his doing the real serious tone, we've seen him in Injustice and Apocalypse, all those other animation movies. Besides seeing him in those type of films, seeing him be more comedy, more it's like dry comedy in a way, and I love that so much, which is funny because I'm not a dry comedy kind of person.
No, you're not.
And seeing Man of Steel in here makes me miss Henry Cavill as Superman so much. It really does. And going back to the whole Justice League again, I really miss the whole Justice League. I love them. I miss them. I really did. It was really heartwarming to me. It made me feel like this movie was like, if I was a kid, I would enjoy this movie. My kid body, heart, it's inside of me was like laughing and cheering with joy watching this movie. So yeah, I would say that.
I think a lot of us can relate to us because I mean, at one point in our lives, most of us, not everyone, has had the joy of having a pet. Family pet.
See, I never had a family pet, and okay.
Oh, well, yes, you did. You had 2 dogs.
Okay, well, was granted. A child. When I was a child, I never had a family pet. I didn't have a family pet till I was like 16, 17. So knowing where this story is pretty much portraying is that Krypto was with Superman, Kal-El when he was a baby. That connection I don't have.
And I have that because my parents had 2 cats before me and my brother were born. Okay. And so we grew up with cats, like with a pet.
So you have that.
I have more of a deeper connection to this because I know what it's like to, have your best friend and you grow up with them. So. And
you loved it?
I loved it.
You loved the special moments, especially the cat. The special moments.
Okay, so that's one of my rants. I enjoyed this film. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Pets. I love it. I'm more of a cat person, but I really enjoy all pets. I love animals. But one of the things I absolutely do not like at all, and it's a huge pet peeve of mine, is that in Hollywood industry and film, cats are predominantly portrayed as evil. And I loathe that because, I mean... Evil. Everyone loves cat videos. Everyone loves, like, the reactions of cats. They're so funny, blah, blah, blah. But to have them constantly portrayed as evil is such a disservice. I mean, come on.
I mean...
That gets under my skin. True. Did it make me dislike this film? Mm-hmm. No. But is it a peeve of mine to see it? Sure. Yeah. It annoys me. But it is what it is. It's the stereotypical... cat in Hollywood is the evil.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on a limb here and say, was this movie very entertaining to me? Yes. It was definitely very entertaining. I was laughing with the turtle. And who voices the turtle?
That is Natasha Leone.
Yeah,
she has come out in a lot of films, but I think most notoriously in American Pie.
Oh, American Pie, yeah.
She's Tara Reid's best friend.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't recognize her at first, but looking her up afterwards, I pieced it together. She's hysterical, funny. Love the squirrel chip, Diego Luna. Really liked PB, the pig, Vanessa Bayer.
I did not recognize it was Diego Luna.
And
that's the first.
I had a hint that it was someone I knew.
Yeah. But usually I recognize his voice though. That's usually I'm like pretty good at recognizing Diego Luna's voice.
I think he did change a little bit.
Because I recognized his voice right away when we first saw that movie, oh my gosh, Book of Life. Yes. When I first heard his voice, I was like, that's him. I knew that was him. And I loved his warm voice in that movie.
I think he did change it a little bit.
Yeah, I think he did. Or it was altered in a way, maybe in the editing.
One thing I did not pick up on, and I'm mad at myself, is John Krasinski as Superman.
Dude, okay, that got me. I did not look at the cast before this because I was like, you know what? For movies, and put it on the comments down below if that's just me or you or vice versa, guys. For me, when it comes down to animation, just animation, right? Or cartoons, whatever you want to call it. For me, I'm starting to lean more of like, you know what? I'm going to see if I can play the Guess Who game. Remember the Guess Who game when we were growing up? You're like, oh, this person looks like this.
There's some people, though, that have such distinguishable voices. Like or for different like for me, it's Awkwafina. Like she has the same voice. You could pick it out from a million different voices. It's her.
Yeah. Kevin Hart
too. Kevin Hart, same thing. Yeah. It's such a distinguishable voice. John Krasinski has not that much me. Yeah. So it went right over my head. And then as soon as the credits went on, we saw his name. I was like, man, that got me. Same thing with Kate McKinnon. Yeah. Loved her in Ghostbusters. I know she's done other work. Loved her in that. And to see that she played Lulu the bad gerbil, guinea pig. That really caught me too. I did not catch that, and that caught me off guard too. So well, they were so funny. Yeah. So I loved it, even though it was a bad.
Was this the film that we deserved? I'm gonna say yes. Yes. This is definitely the film that we deserve because it's lighthearted. Now, don't go in too critique here or too.
It's not a film that's meant to be critiqued that.
It is, and here's the thing. I hope it is because. For me, as a critic who's loved other movies that you have not liked and are very artistic, for me to say, like, you're going to have a good time with this movie, with your family, with your kids, with your cousins, with your blimas, with your blimos, with your aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa, your tios and tias. I'm going all through the list. Great grandmas, grandpas. You're going to have a great time with this movie because this really shows the joy of being a child.
And I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Like, this is not a movie you should go in expecting it to be the best. Critique it to your... This is a film that you go in to enjoy with family and friends. Mm-hmm. And it's a very cute movie. Overall, it was super cute. Had a happy message. Yeah. Super relatable to a lot of people here. And I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it would.
Definitely. Me too. I did not expect it to really enjoy it the way I did. But my rating will probably show otherwise because of this. But let's go to ratings real quick. Angela, what are you going to give this rating? 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest.
I thought it was super cute. So I would probably give it like a 6.5. Because I really enjoyed the cast. I really enjoyed the message. Yeah. Could it have been a better movie? Sure. Did I laugh at all the parts? No.
Not all the parts.
But was it a super, enjoyable film? Yeah, it was. Super Pets.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna have to give it a because it's DC because I'm already biased already, and it had a lot of Batman references in here. There's a lot of Batman humor that adults are gonna love. For me, I loved it. Every time Batman was on screen, I was cheering with joy,
was cracking up.
I was loving it. I was definitely Keanu Reeves nailed it for me for Batman. If they make an animation. And they try to do like almost like the Batman Lego kind of deal where it's like comedy Batman. They should do one for Batman, but like with the animation for this. The only thing I have a problem with was that the story was lacking creativity. The story was kind of mediocre. It really didn't. It was very predictable. But again, though, it's because it's a kids movie. The story didn't stick out to me. It wasn't its strong point. The strong points were the comedy, some of the comedy, and do they throw a lot of one-set jokes? Yeah, they do. They do.
That's what makes it funny.
But at the same time, they throw a lot of good, cheesy DC jokes that I effing laughed my ass off, and I was cheering with joy, especially when the Batman jokes were just Keanu Reeves just nails it. My darkness is coming, or like darkness. I'm alone. I miss my parents.
I work alone.
Yeah, it's just like, besides this time. And it's just, I love it. I love that. I have a joy of that. I really do. Seeing all that on film and everything, seeing that on the big screen. But yeah, definitely Keanu Reeves nailed it for me. What did you think on the comments down below, guys? Let us know what you think on the comments down below. Did you enjoy this movie? Was it your number one film? Or was, of the summer? Yeah.
What would you rate it?
So I gave it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it a solid 7. Was this the film that you enjoyed, guys? Put on comments down below. Maybe you were just like, I hate this movie. This movie is terrible. Most worst animation. Put on comments down below because we love to go back and forth on movie reviews, guys. And be sure, if you're not already, like, share, subscribe. We do recommend this movie, guys, as far as if you take a family. If you have family, be sure to check out this movie. If you have kids, this is definitely going to be one of those movies to where you're going to enjoy yourself along with the kids. Get the popcorn, get the soda, get the candy. If you don't like to buy the candy, sneak the candy in. Do what you got to do, guys. Bring the nachos, the hot dogs in from Sam's Club. Do what you got to do, man, because this movie is definitely a summer movie to take the family to. But yeah, any final thoughts, Angela?
Give it a try. Now, you might hear, online, oh, it's not good. Give it a try. Yeah. It's a film meant to have fun with. It's to be silly and goofy. I mean, They're pets that have superpowers.
That's Disney, Angela. You can't say that.
They're pets that have superpowers. So I think everyone's going to enjoy it. It was really cute. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Definitely. And I really would like to see it again.
Check you later. All right, guys. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe once again. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Catch you later, everybody. Check you later, San Antonio. Peace.